pas de deux, and was beautiful. Isn't it lovely to see? What I have to say to you now is awfully serious. Like me, you probably didn't know much about the Royal District Nursing Service until I started seeing the commercials on television. I had no idea what the Royal District Nursing Service did. Now I found out what they do, and their work is just marvellous. In fact, this is a good point. Without the service, we would need another hospital. We would need a hospital bigger than the Royal Melbourne Hospital. The Royal District Nursing Service visit people, elderly people, sick people, in their homes. They call on them and help them. They're just wonderful. They're having an appeal. We don't want you to send any money tonight, but what we are anxious for, we were wondering if you had perhaps an hour or two to spare on Sunday, the 30th of July, where you would door knock for us. They desperately need door knockers. To have a successful door knock appeal in Melbourne, you need 25,000, at least 25,000 door knockers. Now the Alfred appeal, the recent Alfred appeal wasn't, well, it was pretty successful, but it wasn't all that successful. If they'd had 25,000 door knockers, it probably would have even been more successful. If you would like to door knock for the Royal District Nursing Service, we want you to ring this number. There are 50 girls waiting right this moment, ready to take your call. All we want you to do is offer to door knock for an hour or two on July the 30th. That's the number to ring. We'd love you to ring it if you could. They need the money. They need $250,000 this month, and the only way to get it now in Melbourne is to door knock. And if you rang that number, we particularly would be thrilled to hear of organisations that would like to help. I'm thinking of the Apex people, the Rotary, the Lions clubs, Boy Scouts. The RSL have already said yes. That was confirmed tonight. They're going to make their offices open. They're going to make their halls open as headquarters for the door knockers to bring their money. Last Thursday, I met one of the thousands of people who is helped and kept alive by the Royal District Nursing Service. Mr. Senior?
Yes?
How old are you?
92.
92. Where were you born?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. What was life like in Yorkshire in 1860 or 70?
Oh, it was very all farming, you know. I was brought up as a farmer. My dad was a small farmer. He had a small farm, you know, like 400 and 500 acres.
What sort of farming?
Milk cows and grown a bit of wheat.
Milking them by hand in those days too?
Yes.
Mr. Senior, how old were you when you joined up?
20 and 6 months.
This is for the Boer War?
Yeah.
You went to Africa? Naturally.
Well, I was in the police force then, you see.
You were in the police force?
Yeah. I was in the police force. I was called up in the police force.
You're a policeman in Yorkshire?
Yes.
Oh.
No, in Leeds. Well, Leeds in Yorkshire.
I see. And these are the medals that were presented to you?
Yes.
For your services in the Boer War?
Boer War, yes.
What was being a teenager like in this time?
Well, when I was 18, I had 10 shillings a week. And I had to work 66 hours a week. Well, what's that for 1 hour?
That's not very much, 66 hours into...
That's under twopence an hour, isn't it?
You're right, that's twopence an hour.
Twopence an hour.
Yes, that's not much money, is it?
No.
When were you in the Coldstream Guards?
Yes.
When was this?
Crack regiment, rather.
This is what?
You know, they was all killed at Mons.
Yes.
there were 6 come out. 4 privates, a sergeant, and 2 corporals. Out of 1,000 men, that's...
And do you live here by yourself in Albert Park?
Yes.
I suppose you look forward to your Royal District Nursing sister coming to see
Oh,
you?
yes, yes.
How often does she call on you?
Once a day. Not, yes, once a day.
And what does she do for you?
Just my leg.
Oh, and that's your trouble. You've got a bad leg.
Yeah. What about foot?
A bad foot. Yes. You must look forward to her coming.
They have a key, you see.
Yes. And they let themselves in.
Yeah.
Because you might be asleep, or perhaps you don't hear them or something.
Oh, well, the beggars wakes me up.
Yes.
Oh, boy, Joe, you'll be careful. You might clock.
I don't think she'll hurt your clock. Was that a wedding present?
Yeah. That's a German clock, that.
What have you had to eat today?
Well, I had I for my breakfast, cheese and bread,
Mm-hmm.
buttered bread, marmalade and bread,
And what will you have for your dinner?
a tin of sardines and boiled potatoes and punt cake. Plus I might make a punt cake. Well, I can eat any time, you know. I'm always hungry.
So if the Royal District Nursing sister didn't come, there'd be no one to look after you.
No.
There are lots of people like Mr. Senior, and in fact not all of them are as lucky as Mr. Senior, because he can get up and get around. He lives all by himself in the back room of a condemned house in Albert Park. If you would like to door knock for the Royal District Nursing Service, we'd like you to ring this number now. There are 50 girls at the National Mutual Centre who will take your name and address, and will thank you very much for door knocking for them. The appeal is on the door knock is on July the 30th, and even if you can only spend an hour, I know they'd be terribly grateful. Once again, mothers' clubs, church clubs, JCs, Apex, Lions. If you volunteer, the paraplegics have volunteered, as have ex-patients, relatives of patients, and the nursing sister themselves have volunteered. You might like to ring that number. Anyway, we'll let you know how the results go. We would like to get 25,000 people. I don't think we can do that, but that's the number to ring. 620-411 if you would like to help raise money for the Royal District Nursing Service on July the 30th. Would you ring that number? Can we have the number again, please? 620-441. That's the number to ring. I'm sorry.